Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm gonna be real with y'all. You know, I'm chilling, killing, enjoying my nice and lovely Saturday, as I hope you all are as well. Be real. Spent most of my day out so far. I think I'm recording this, what, 3 p.m. now? So, like, a little bit over half my day has been spent outside, but not opposed, because I decided to do something stupid slash goated. You know, I don't care. I recently re-picked up an Xbox 360, because I used to have one years ago, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what happened to it. I just remember it was like decroded, and I'm pretty sure we didn't even have the power connector and stuff. And now it just doesn't exist at my house anymore. I tried looking for it, but it's just not a possible like thing. So yeah. Anyways, oh my god, almost got hit there. All that aside, I decided F it, we ball. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up for myself. Why don't I? You know, set some funds aside. You know what's crazy? Is that this is how I ooh, don't even get me started, bro. Let me put y'all on game slash hatred. Have y'all ever heard of a company? You might have heard of it before, alright? They're pretty, I think they used to pop off a lot on like the TikTok scene because they love scamming people or whatever, and yes, I will share my very negative opinion towards them. And that is DK Oldies. Are y'all familiar with the company known as DK Oldies? Eventually, their whole deal is, hey, we buy and, you know, sell, trade retro consoles and games like that, a game store, but they have everything. They got, you know, 360 games, they got DS games, 3DS games, Nintendo Switch 2s, shit like that. Nintendo Switch, I don't know about Switch 2s, but Switches, shit like that, you know what I mean? And I was familiar with them because of a platform known as TikTok really liked to advertise their thing. I'm pretty sure that was just them though, paying for ad space around that time, but they really loved to get on my feed. I'm gonna be real with you. They really love to find their way somehow onto my feed, like any single opportunity, bro. They could. Any single opportunity they could to get their asses onto my stupid fucking feed. They would. And I'm not gonna lie, as someone who likes those old consoles and stuff like that, you know, a part of me was like, hey, that seems pretty cool, you know, doesn't seem like that bad at all. Seems interesting. I feel like I would be very interested in maybe partaking or seeing what they're all about, you feel me? Seeing what the whole dealio is with these DK Oldies folks and see if I can't, you know, finesse myself a decent, or not finesse myself, you know, maybe get some retro consoles or whatever. Some classic. And so, oh, homing, baby. That's so good. As much as I would like a homing dude, I think my own homing tiers matter a bit more at the moment. But like I was saying though, it's not, you know, they would show up on my feed and be like, hey, retro consoles, guys, we're selling them, look at all these cool retro games we got. They'd show off, they'd be like, oh, this person just ordered from us, and you know, we're fulfilling their order, stuff like that. It would always look cool, and I'm not gonna lie, it would always kind of be like, wow, this company must really be kind of goated. And then I looked a bit more into it, you know. I would see the price of their stuff online, and in my brain I'd be thinking, man, this is kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, that's just no prior knowledge. Tony's thinking like, oh, that's probably right though, you feel me? I think. I don't know. How the hell would I know? Okay, let's spawn 6 random wisps. Yera. Does that work here? It does work here. I need this bad. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I managed to heal myself. Not bad. But like I was saying, you know, a part of me at the time, I'm not familiar with their game or whatever. You feel me? I'm not familiar with their game. I'm not over here thinking like, oh, okay, you know, paying this much money. In my mind, I can only think that seems like a reasonable price, I guess, you know? I actually don't know too much myself, but I can't help but think it's not the worst thing ever. And then, you know, people, YouTubers out there start making videos. It's like, oh, I ordered from this place. I ordered from this place. And then I kind of start to realize, like, the kind of main opinion here is that DK Oldies is low-key a fucking scam. Because you pay so much more money for something on DK Oldies than you would, like, online or at a local fucking spot. And you know how I know this, bro? You know how I know this is because literally today, you remember y'all, I went today to go buy an Xbox 360, all right? I bought an Xbox 360 Slim with a remote on DK Oldies. It's from $240 down to $124. I paid 80 bucks and dude was like 10% off any games that you get with this. In my mind, I was like, dude, this is fucking goated. You know what I mean? I'm supporting local businesses way more than I would this other fucking place. Because like, one, you know, local business is trying to make a living. Two, this other place is trying to, like, they're just trying to fucking scam me, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I need to just say it. I am not paying 130, 140, you know, down from 200, down from 200. I ain't paying that much for a 360, bro. A 20-year-old console, by the way. All right. The console is 20 years old. I am not paying that much money for a 20-year-old console, dog. What? Who do you take me for? You feel me? What kind of individual do you take me for to be doing this? That's just a scam. A scam, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then not only that, my bad, you might have heard some music because I was pulling up my phone because my brother had actually sent me a DK Oldies thing right here. Oh my God, why was the price so geeked? Condition, hold on, what's the condition of this Xbox? Because my brother did send me this. Oh, they're just lying. They're just lying. What? What? Oh, I wish I could fucking show y'all. Xbox 360S, 320 gigabyte player pack, remote, and an Xbox. From $239.99 to $124. I click on it, all right, and then right here, I click on it, Xbox 360S, 320 gigabyte player pack, from $239.99, and then the price is $189. It's a lie. I'm paying an extra $100, $110. For something that I bought at like a local fucking what's it called? A local like game store, and then bro hooked it up. You know what I mean? Bro hooked me up there, and it does confirm work, and it seems to be in pretty good condition. You know, kind of just like you would get ordering from the fucking other place. Oh my god. Maybe I should hold my tongue lest their lawyers come after me or something. You know what I mean? You feel me? You know what? Speaking of, actually, I was browsing TikTok a little bit earlier because, you know, as one does on their free time. And Opera GX posted a... Nope. Opera GX posted a video on their TikTok about... That shit was awful. About playing The Binding of Isaac, and they kept getting like gold chests, and I'm gonna be real with you, man. Must have been watching Tony videos, am I right, fellas? Am I right? Must have been watching Tony videos. Just on that new wave of Isaac, you know what I mean? So funny. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a health down and have to just end it, you know what I mean? But it's just like, bro, you feel me, man? It's some bullshit, dare I say. I'm just trying to make sense of where does a company get off trying to make someone pay over double the price for the same console, you know what I mean? And there's no way it's a shipping fee, you know, you feel me? There's no way that's the shipping fee. Oh, Tony, they gotta make money, you know, they gotta make money from the on their end or whatever. And it's like, nah, bro, you know? Yeah, I understand the company needs to make money or whatever. They're not charging that much. You know, you feel me? You feel me? If you want an acceptable system, I think that's where it brings it down. Acceptable. Although I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really gonna trust the word acceptable coming from them. After the video that I watched, it was an Austin Evan video where he ordered an Xbox and it fucking scratched the shit out of his he ordered an Xbox 360 and he put in a game that he bought, didn't read, and instead made like a weird sound. And then he put in a known working copy of Call of Duty Black Ops. And when he put that shit in, bro, it was over. It was over. It literally scratched the ever-living fuck out of his copy of Black Ops. Potentially to an unsalvageable record, you know? And it's just like, oh damn. That sounds really bad, you know? Ordering a fucking console and then the console ruining a copy of a game that you had, you feel me? Oh, it's just Call of Duty Black Ops, who gives a fuck? One, I do, okay? Cause COD Zombies. Yo, Tony, I'm not gonna lie. All right, say what you want about me, my content, whatever, you know? I'm gonna, not to glaze myself, but I low-key am right here. I don't know how I managed to just slip in Call of Duty Zombies in every single recording, dog. I'm not even joking. I think each recording that I've done this past week, dog, has had a mention of Call of Duty Zombies in it somewhere. I'm like 92% sure each record. Big Locust. Holy shit, that Locust one-tapped it, bro. That Locust one-tapped the freaking guy. Like a Quesabiria would Cecilia Evergreen or whatever. It's some fucking random tweet that I saw. But I don't know how I managed to fit COD Zombies into every single recording, you know what I mean? Yeah, I find it to be really funny, especially considering the contents of like 90% of my recordings.
Soul of Isaac.
Oh, I actually really want that. I do want that. I do want that really bad. Cards are actually really good. I don't care what anyone says. But dude, it's just like I don't know. You know what I mean, man? How can you get away with doing that? oh, Tony, it's a fucking hot item, you know what I mean? The reason why it's so expensive is because it's an item everyone wants, you know? People are nostalgic for the 360. People want a 360 of their own. And it's like, okay, I can understand that to a degree, all right? To a degree. But in what universe is bro selling me a perfectly fine and functioning Xbox 360 and another place is charging so much money for it? You know what I mean? So much money. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. It was a good item. I can't grab that card as much as I want to, but I can't lose Spoonbender. It's so good. Go to get it. I had a hiccup, my apologies. But it's just like I don't have enough to afford it, unfortunately. And I'm not bombing my thing. Alright, I'm learning. But I'm gonna be real, I just don't see the scenario in which that's the you know, the optimal move or whatever, you feel me? Just spending so much money for a 20-year-old game console doesn't seem that... Mind you, alright, look. And I'm gonna low-key hate, alright? You're gonna hear me low-key hate the 360 for a bit. And there's only one reason in particular, is that most of the 360's catalog has already been, you know, like, ported over to other things. Literally, Master Chief Collection exists, so every single Halo game that is on 360 can be played on, what's it called? Every single Halo game that is on 360 can be played on the Xbox One and PC. Freaking, honestly, some of the only games that I got that aren't backwards compatible or, you know, aren't easily accessible is 1, Tony Hawk's Underground, 2, and Tony Hawk's Underground, and Need for Speed Most Wanted. Oh, and Lost Planet. And Operation Raccoon City. But the only reason I bought those games is because of that. Because of the fact that those are not easily accessible, only playable on this said console, you know? But most of the console's big heavy hitters, their exclusives are like already on other shit. Gears exists on the Xbox One. You know? Halo exists on everything, on literally everything. So, you know, such and such leads to the freaking Xbox 360. I don't want to say it's a bad console. It's an amazing console for its time. But at least now, I don't think it has anything that makes it stand out among the crowd. You feel me? All of the 360's classics and like notable titles, in my opinion, maybe some of them not so much, but at least a decent chunk of their heavy hitters have already been, you know, taken to something else, dog. That's what I'm truly trying to say here. Is that most of its heat, most of its goatedness has already been stripped away, dare I say, in order to be taken somewhere else. And that's not a bad thing, you know? The Xbox 360 spreading its legacy or whatever. It's spreading its legacy as a goated console with goated games by putting it on everything else. But, you know, something like the PS3 with Metal Gear Solid 4 literally just cannot be played anywhere, dog, except for the fucking PS3. So that I could understand being a bit more expensive, but like the Xbox 360, bro, does not need to be nowhere near the $200 mark. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Xbox 360 does not need to be anywhere near that $200 mark, little bro. Some other marks, I could maybe agree with you. 200? Nah. You feel me? Not in modern times. In modern times, I cannot co-sign such a, dare I say, such a cheat, bro. Because it cannot reasonably be costing that much without someone getting cheated. That's all I'm trying to say. Someone here is getting cheated. I don't know who. I don't know what. But something ain't adding up. So yeah. Fucking, I got myself some nice games. And I visited 2 very nice retro stores with pretty chill individuals running them, you know. Really good, isn't it? But you know, like I was saying, my bad. It's pretty good, okay? That's all I gotta say, bro. It's pretty good. Alright, they got some. They both had some pretty reasonable prices for their items, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, some of those games I was low-key very surprised about the price. I saw a copy. Alright, I got a copy of that shit is trash. Let me see here. I need to grab that. Let me through, bro. Copy of Halo 3, alright? Copy of Halo 3. I looked at the disc. That disc was fucking in pretty damn good condition. $10. $10! Copy of Halo 2, $15.99. Copy of Halo Combat Evolved, $20. You know how weird it is, bro? How insane it is to see Halo CE be worth $20, but Halo 3 be worth $11, you know? I think it's a little crazy, 1. But also 2, as a, you know, huge fan of the games. Oh. Nah, we gotta eat that. You know, as someone who is a fan, who enjoys and seeing those prices for some beloved classics, you know, I'm gonna be honest, those games are like beloved classics by many. I was very happy to see it only be, you know, like that much money, you know? Only $10 for Halo. And then I got Reach and ODST at the other store. Reach was like $8, you know, I was surprised, I'm not gonna lie. I paid more for Halo Reach than I did for Tony Hawk's Underground 2. So I was definitely like, huh, you know, what the? Hey man, I think you picked the wrong beat. I'm so, if y'all know what I'm talking about, I appreciate it. But that stupid video cracks me up every fucking time I see it, man. But my bad. I got caught off guard, yapping about my hate for that. I'm gonna say that dumbass company, bro. Oh, yup, I said it. I was not paying that much for that shit, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. I was not paying that much money for that shit. And then to be able to go and buy myself a nice copy, not even a copy, to go buy myself the exact item that I wanted at a place close by so I don't have to wait for shipping or anything, and also like twice as cheap, brother. You best believe I'm taking you up on that offer, and I'm about to start playing the hell out of these games. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, after I'm done recording here, I'm planning on booting up the Xbox, and I think immediately going to play some Tony Hawk's Underground, because I love that game greatly. And the great thing about being a used-to-be streamer is that I have a capture card, so I can actually show my friends, you know? I can be like, hey guys, look at my stream. Look at my little Discord video thing here. And they're like, what the fuck, bro's playing Halo 1? I was playing Halo Combat Evolved on the Xbox 360. Oh, wild card, wild card, wild card, wild card. Sorry. Wild card, wild card, wild card, wild card, wild card. I'm sorry. I said it again. I did the bit twice in a row, and I said I'm sorry both times. Am I actually like neurotic or something, bro? Okay. Let's go negative route, because I always like to go negative route first, just because I like to, as Tony says, get it out the way. I'm gonna be real chill. I think he just kind of likes it.
One makes you small.
Suck me, bro. I'm sorry, that's mean. This is fuck you. That's still mean, but more warranted. I think it's more warranted, at least. Okay, but yeah, my apologies. Like I was saying, as soon as I'm done with this recording, there is a pretty good chance I'm just gonna probably go boot up my Xbox and start playing. Most likely Tony Hawk's Underground. Haven't really decided what else. I do want to play Tony Hawk's Underground just because I love that game. A part of me did want to play Halo though, just because, like, you know, it's OG Halo Combat Evolved. You know what I mean, man? Like that's a literal classic. That is a, you know how good it is to be able to see each game's loading screens and what's it called, and like designs, you know? I get to see the OG Halo main menu for the first time since like I was like 6, bro. Dare I say it's gonna be peak. All right, that's all I gotta say. Dare I say it's gonna be peak. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Why'd I say that? Y'all know what I'm even saying there? Nah, I shan't assume that my viewer base is so young. I hope. Because, like, you know, I feel like I don't be appealing to the younger audience. I guess what I'm... Oh, buddy. You know, I feel like I don't appeal to the younger audiences, mainly just because I'm gonna do something stupid as shit. Oh, it didn't. Oh, baby! All right. Exactly what I thought was gonna happen happened, baby. Oh my goodness. All right, my apologies for screaming. I just got a little excited is all, can you guys tell? Oh, bitch, we gotta hurry up. keep move on. Okay, like I was saying though. One, it's gonna be nice to be able to see some classic freaking title screens and shit, you know? You can't do that, man. Where? What? Come on! Don't do me like that. If we never did that crooked penny play, we would never have had enough to afford this. I want that to be known. That crooked penny play wasn't stupidity, it was fucking genius. And I will stand by that till the day I die. I will stand by that till the day I fucking die. That crooked penny play might have been my most genius level play in years. Yo, ball and chain, am I right? Might as well just eat them both. I don't know why I decided to even pick it up. What was the point? Yo, ball and chain. Coughing, my bad. It's not even funny. The joke's not even fucking funny, man. My bad. My apologies, y'all. It's like a women am I right joke, but even then, you know, it's more like I hate my wife boomer joke. You feel me? We love women, by the way. I need to clarify. Pretty fly.
Pretty fly.
I don't know if I can hear that. There's some shit going down. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but there's some shit going down with the wind near me. My freaking, what's it called, keeps slamming against the back 40. Hold up. Oh yeah, we're making our stupid decisions now, baby. Alright, okay. And what do you mean? What do you mean? This might sound crazy. I think PJ's was the best thing we could have gotten there. Fuck it, eat them both. I don't even care. Whoa. And then watch it. BAM! It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Nothing matters, bro. I feel like that's what needs to be said. Nothing matters, dog. Alright, we're all gonna die. Nah, I'm not fucking loser coding that shit. You know, I actually saw a video recently. I didn't speak on it yesterday because I was still mid-video. Mid-watching it, but I thought it was really cool. It was this one game. Like, welcome to the game or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I saw that video and I was like, wow, the shit they kind of got going on in this game seems really cool. But there was one downside, and that is the game looks to be like a level of hard that's bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like the game where the difficulty is, it's unfair to like a crazy amount. And so you kind of gotta just like roll with the punches or whatever. Even though most of the time it's like, this is low-key bullshit, you know what I mean? Just my, just Tony's thoughts on the game, but it did look really cool. Especially, I'm gonna be real, there was a controversy surrounding this game. I don't know, you guys have probably heard about it. It was regarding, like, developer trolling. There's a video that explains it way better in way better detail than what I can do. But essentially, just an update came out for that game that allowed the main dev to do some funny little like backdoor tricks where he essentially had access to your game and he could do things in your game that would usually never happen, or you know, make things happen that are physically impossible, but because he's the dev and he has access to your game, he could do so. In theory, that's like a goated concept. I'm gonna be honest, you know? I think in theory, that type of shit is low-key like GOAT tier concept, you know what I mean? That's like, holy shit, that's innovation. In my opinion. I might sound crazy, you know, I might sound dumb, but I'm being honest, in my opinion, that's like genuine innovation, bro. To have the, you know, game be interacted with on such like a personal level experience seems really fucking cool. Only downside stems from when it happened, it wasn't necessarily received too well, just because it seemed like it was kind of more so done not as like a, hey, look at this cool thing I can do in the game. It was, bro, the dev was upset at a content creator for saying certain things about his game. It more so came off as that, and that is that's where the controversy kind of stems from, is in that instance where it's like, it more kind of seems like bro's hating, you know? Bro's using this goated concept to just be a tier 1 hater troll. And like I said, there's definitely way better videos out there to explain more about this thing. What I can say, because I don't know, you know? That's kind of what's got me feeling like, I don't know. But it is crazy, I'll say that, alright? I'll be honest. Oh, guess what? It didn't even matter, because who the fuck cares? It's a quarter, bro. If I duplicated it, cool, I would have been able to pull a quarter. If I didn't duplicate it, oh well, I'm missing out on 25 cents, you know? Nothing too crazy. We don't stay mad, we just keep it going. Keep it moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, bro. Cool game, cool concept. Unfortunate use of, I think what has now been, I think because of that, it's been tainted, you know what I mean? An insanely goated concept in theory has now been tainted due to a unfortunate circumstance. I did not mean to walk into you, bro. Woo! Y'all think they got Isaac for the 360? That's a joke. Of course they don't. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I was not giving up any hearts for any of those items, so that's my a phone call. Oh, my brother! Oh god. Hold on. I went to the store with my brother and I realized he asked me to tell him when I got back home, and I forgot to send that message. So here I am. Hello, hello, hello. Everything's fine. I think I sounded like frantic, but I'm good. But what was it? What was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I'm not wasting hearts on that pull, bro. Was not meant to be. Did I do that on purpose? Low key, a little bit. I hate almond milk. You know what's crazy? Is that I hate the almond milk item, but I am a very large soy milk proponent, you know? Have been for a long time. But almond milk specifically, bro, that shit is trash, dog. Get away from me, dog. I don't know, bro. You know, I don't know. Dark Passenger or whatever. Dexter. I've been getting so many Dexter videos in my feed, dog. Mind you, I've never seen the show. My YouTube heard the fact that I finished Breaking Bad earlier in the year, and now it is trying to get me to watch anything. Like, I'm not even joking. I was getting mainly Breaking Bad clips, then I finished Breaking Bad, and I started getting Better Call Saul clips. Alright? And now I finished Better Call Saul, so what have I been getting? I've been getting Dexter, and like, what's this? What's the show with the firefighters or whatever, bro? That. What the fuck? Oh. It deals my damage plus 185? Maybe I have been sitting on a peak item for a long time. Because I'm not gonna lie, if I can crank my damage numbers up pretty decently in the proper scenario. Plus, I hope this carries the same properties. Usually bombs don't, yoink. What's the word I'm thinking of? Usually bombs, break through armor. I hope these sort of bomb, like this throwable bomb, counts. So if the boss has any armor, that shit is... excuse what I'm about to say, that shit is hitting raw, bro. It seems like it did solid damage, but I feel like everything's doing solid damage right now, I'm gonna be real. Oh my god, you know what, speaking of, though, I actually learned one thing. I think I've talked about this, but a while back, I wanted to play Left 4 Dead on the 360 because my friends were coming over. So in my mind, I'm thinking, huh, I want to get Left 4 Dead on the 360 so we can do co-op Left 4 Dead at my place. That would be really cool. And so I went to go, because I vividly remember years back checking what's the backwards compatibility list for the Xbox One. And I remember seeing Left 4 Dead as part of that option. So I'm like, okay, let's check it out, shall we? I go and look, and what do I find out other than, yes, Left 4 Dead is backwards compatible. However, what it is not is available on the Xbox Live like store. I'm not gonna lie, part of me was low-key like, that's a little strange, but whatever, you know, no biggie. That's what I thought. Fucking lie, no biggie. But no, it turns out that Left 4 Dead, for some reason a while back, was taken off of the Xbox Live store. I think it was pulled by Valve themselves or something like that. Anyways, all that aside, I'm just like, what the hell? You know, one, I want to play the game. Two, what the hell? Why is it not playable? It's really got me like baffled. Not even joking, you know, it deadass has me baffled. Just like, why is this game literally not possible to be played? And I look it up, and there were so many people trying to figure out workarounds. It was like, oh yeah, if you go and do this, then you can do that. Like, if you go on this website here, then you should be able to buy it, and then you should be able to download it here, and something like that. Eventually, all roads kind of just led down to, it has been taken off of everything just entirely. So if you want to play Left 4 Dead 2, you just have to disc backwards compatibility it. Now me, unfortunately, under the idea of I don't really play many Xbox Series S games or whatever, shit like that, most of the games that I play are kind of like digital games. Let me get the Series S, you know, the one without a disc drive. Only now do I realize, however, big mistake, I can't play good games. Because you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, almost every single game that's backwards compatible is on the Microsoft Store, you know, Windows Store, not Windows, that's PC. It's on the Xbox Live fucking store. So in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm good. I'm good. Nope, I was wrong. It just straight up just is not available. It is still backwards compatible. However, it is just straight up not available for purchase. In any sense of the word, bro. He fucking died. The game is just straight up not available for purchase anywhere, dog. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I was mad disappointed because I wanted to play the fuck out of Left 4 Dead, bro. Co-op Left 4 Dead on the 360, man. That's a young Tony's dream. And now it's been robbed from me because of some weird Valve, like, Microsoft issue or some shit like that. More than likely, most likely Microsoft's fault. But what do I know? Hello? I'm about to say, why'd he become 2, bro? Yo, I hate this boss. I'm being dead ass. What else is new though? Tony hating Delirium. Why are there 2 of you? What? No. What's going on? What's up? He's cheating. This Chuckle Nut is cheating, bro. Steven here. Hi, Steven. Or what is it? Steven here. We did it. Not bad, fellas. Ugh. Abyss. Anyways, nice job on our end. Want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time we're viewing this. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.